Pull up a chair, let's have a talk. I just wanted to go over real quick my thoughts on the Arnold Classic that I went to. Hopefully by now you guys all had a chance to watch the videos I posted. I know they're pretty long, but it is amazing to see some of the world records that were set this past weekend. Even if I wasn't there, I know I would have watched it just because that's the kind of stuff I'm into. And even in the years past, I've gone and watched people post the videos on it. I totally was not expecting some of the views I got on the videos. I wasn't expecting so many people just to go out there and search and find it and watch the videos that I posted. So next I want to talk about, it was just an amazing experience. If you ever have the opportunity to go there and watch the Strongman, watch the bodybuilding, meet some of the athletes that you follow or enjoyed watching their channels or watching them compete, it's definitely a cool opportunity to do a meet and greet. That's why they have these fitness expos that people can go to, either the Arnold or the LA Fit Expo or any of the other ones out there. And then they just announced, not in the United States, but the Arnold is spreading. They've recently had the Brazil, Australia, and I believe they just announced they're doing one on every continent now. So that's pretty cool. I don't want to get into too much of the competition because you guys had an opportunity to see those videos now. It was just amazing to see some of the world records be set, broke, and set again, basically. I'll just go over them real quick. Brian Shaw tied the deadlift. Eddie Hall broke the deadlift record. The sear dumbbell was the heaviest dumbbell ever before. I can't remember the amateur's name that came up. That took third last year. Got 2 reps on that dumbbell. Brian then came out and did 3, and then Savickas did 2. Savickas tied his world record in the log. Mike Burke set the world record for the farmers on the Thomas Inch. Brian Shaw set a new world record on the Atlas Stone, and Thor set a new record on the Anvil Toss, which a lot of those guys either broke their own record or somebody else's. So it's pretty cool to see the sport evolve like that. So that was the competition. The convention itself, from what I've heard, this is my first time ever going there. It is packed in there. It was at times you were standing in one spot trying to get through the crowd for like 10 minutes. It's definitely not someone who is claustrophobic and wants to go to. It is super crowded in there. I've known people in the past that have gone there and came back with bags and bags and bags of samples. And from what I could tell, unless you wanted to wait in line for an hour at a supplement booth and sign up on their mailing list, you weren't getting any samples unless to take home with you. There was lots of people that were set up so you could walk up and try them right there, but I didn't feel like getting all full of pre-workout when I was walking around and sitting watching a competition. So I only got like 2 packets of supplement samples just because it was towards the end of the day and they were trying to get rid of them. But yeah, that's all I really want to talk about that. If you guys have any other questions on the competition or the convention, please let me know. I'd be willing to talk about that. Like I said, it was an amazing opportunity, and if you ever have the chance to go to a Fit Expo or any kind of sporting event that you're really into, take the opportunity to do it. It was so amazing. So next I want to talk about the competition I have coming up next month. It's almost exactly a month away, April 16th. So I just saw, and I'm trying to bring it up on my tablet here, that the weights were posted for the event. And so the events that are actually going to be there are axle deadlift, axle overhead press, farmer's hold, sandbag carry load onto a sled drag, and a sandbag over bar for reps. So I'm still trying to make my decision if I'm going to go open or novice. And looking at the weights, it's really not that much of a difference. So the axle clean and press, 60 seconds. For the novice weight class I would be in is 235 pounds, which is pretty doable for me. Or if I went open, would be 285, which I've never pressed that much, so that would be a challenge. The axle deadlift for novice is 425, and the open is 485. So I'm not really sure where I'm at on the axle deadlift. I'm going to test that out this morning, so look for another video out after this. 425 seems doable. 485 on a standard bar would be, I just see me do 500 before in an old video when I was with Christian. On a standard bar seems doable, on an axle seems tough, so I gotta figure out that yet. Farmer's hold for time for novice is 225, and for open heavy is 325. So that's actually quite a difference in the weight there. I've done farmer's hold one other time before, and that was 290 pounds, and that was a couple years ago in a competition, and I want to say I got like 19 seconds. So 325 would I definitely would be able to pick it. That's 325 per hand on the farmers, for those of you who don't know. I would definitely be able to pick it, but holding it for a while would be of course, that's what the challenge is. So that I will be testing out sometime soon as well. The sandbag carry and drag 80 foot. It's 80 foot each. So only looks like one sandbag, and then the sled drag. So novice men is 225 for the sandbag and 450 for the sled, and for open is 275 for the sandbag and 550 for the sled. I don't think the sled will be the issue. Either one of those sounds fairly doable for me for weights. And then the sandbag over bar is the same weight as the carry. Open is 275 and novice is 225. So, and that's over I'm gonna guess probably a 52-inch yoke bar, and it's pick it up, toss it over, go around the yoke, pick it up, toss it over, so on and so forth. So, definitely got a lot of testing to do this week, so I can get signed up and see where I'm going to go. I'm going to assume I'm probably going to go open, just because it's time to step up and do it. I mean, I've gone open a couple times. I've gone novice just as many times, so it's time to just do it, I guess. But I don't want to drag this talk on too much longer. I'm going to get my lift on right now, and we'll go from there. All right, thanks for watching this one. Sorry about talking too much, but you know how it is. Lift big, eat big, get big, guys.
When the sun rises, I wake up and chase my dreams. I won't regret when the sun sets, 'cause I live my life like I'm a beast.